I guess we're going live a little bit early.
Yep.
So I guess welcome. It's Thursday, August 28th, 2025. And welcome to the 14th episode of the Northeast Philly Podcast, brought to you by the Broken Belt Network. And that's right. We are now a fortnight of shows in. No? You didn't like that one didn't
What?
land? All right.
No.
You do know that's what a fortnight is, right? It's not just the video game the kids play. Fortnight is 2 weeks.
No.
Come on, bro. Educate yourself. You're killing me.
No. Educate myself. I just hit live by mistake and we started 6 minutes early. And you want me to educate myself? Like, come on, man.
So, yeah. Well, so just a little quick recap. Tonight, we're going to be joined by the incomparable, amazing country up-and-coming rising star Holdyn Barder, who has a great song, Go Birds. So we'll talk a little bit of Phillies, a little bit of Eagles with him. There was something that happened in the NFC East today, too. I'm not quite sure if you heard about that, so we might get into that a little bit. Then even in the NL East, it looks like we decided to score a few touchdowns, got some Jalen to Devontae action going there. They're beating the Braves almost as bad as the Eagles beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
I'm kind of glad I'm kind of glad we hit the live so that we can talk about this because, let's be realistic. The Phillies looked dead against the Mets, and like I said before, the Mets are the Mets. They're not winning anything. They're not winning the World Series ever again. That's, just in general, like they're never winning anything ever again. The Mets. They stink, and they're going to stink, and you can't change my mind.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry. I had to let the stupid cat out. I had to let the stupid cat out.
So, yeah, the Phils are up 15-4, it looks like.
Yeah, I think everybody's got a home run.
Right. It's like
Schwarber's got
with
3.
home runs, their pitching staff.
So
the Braves are like, here, you get a home run, and you get a home run, and you get a home run.
And I'll take it. I mean, listen, listen, bad games happen. And I tell everyone, I was like, it's the House of Horrors. Listen, the Giants haven't beaten the Eagles at the Link in like 10 years.
Yeah. Sometimes a team or a location just has your number. I mean, look at like going back to 2008 when the Phillies won the World Series. They got beat by the Pirates, who I don't think had more than 50 wins that year, maybe 60. So like sometimes teams just have your number and they beat them. That's just the way it was. And that seems to be what it is at that Domino Stadium or whatever the new stadium name is with that domino look. Stolen
City
thing.
Field, Shitty Field. I forget.
The stolen
Yeah,
logo.
I mean, yeah. And like I said, they have, they scored 15 runs so far. And apparently it's Star Wars night, so I guess
the force was with them.
I mean, they were down 3-0. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, this is ridiculous. Then Schwarber hit a 450-foot home run. And then Jacob Tyler came up and hit a 425-foot home run. And then it was just curtains from there. It was just
Max going yard, baby.
Max Kepler, my favorite Philly. He hit a home run that gave him the lead for good. It was 5-3, and then Bryce came up, hit a family of 4, who was getting beer. Like, just it's insane. It's insane. Like and like I said, listen. We all know how it is.
That's baseball.
Yeah, like right now, the Mets and the Marlins are tied 4-4 in the bottom of the 6th. What? It's the Marlins who have 62 wins, and they're tied with and they lost yesterday 12-1 because of baseball.
Yeah, that's why there's 162. That's why you play the games. All that good stuff.
Yeah, I disagree with you, Rich. I don't think the Mets are going to do anything. The Mets are still the Mets. The Mets still are still trailing the Phillies by 4 games. But
and they have to win at like a 75% clip. I don't think they're going to win all their games by all their series by 75%.
No,
I don't think it's happening.
But with that, our guest has joined us, so I will bring him on. There he is.
Hey, what's up, gentlemen? How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on again. This is badass.
This. Listen, you're always welcome on this show. I especially like your sign in the back. Go jump in the bay.
Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, no, it's I'm down here down the shore at the moment. So it only makes sense, but I figured I'd put a little cameo of something Philly in here. So but
hey.
Heck yeah. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for having me. This is great.
No problem. Yeah, we coming on to the family of the networks now. I think
I know.
We got to get you on the Phillies one, and then you'll have a complete.
Speaking of which, how about that game going on right now?
We were just talking about it before you came on.
Oh
they looked like me trying to play baseball versus the Mets, and now they actually look like a baseball team.
Just clobber.
It's clobbering time, and Harrison Bader just got a double. And then
they're making up for the series against New York.
Yeah, and we were just saying, like, it happens. Bad games happen. It's how baseball is. Like I just said, the Marlins and the Mets are now tied. Why? Why are the Marlins tied with the Mets? If the Mets are this great team, and like I said, 10 in a row we've lost to the Mets at Citi Field. That's insane. But
it's 10 series or 10 games?
10 games.
Okay, I read something. It was like 4 or 5 series too. I don't know. It's
not good, and I'm not worried about it. The Mets are still the Mets.
Totally.
I hate
the Mets. Hopefully we don't have to. Hopefully we don't have to face them in Red October because
I don't think they're making the playoffs. I don't think they're making the playoffs. No.
All right. Good.
So I do have a message for you.
Yes.
My wife says, "Hey."
I say hi. Oh my God. It was so great to finally meet you at the
NEP.
So fun.
Yeah,
man.
Finally met him at the NEP, that country festival. A little different. I think they did it good, but it was very. My son was shocked. He's like, "What did you guys do to my baseball field? What did you do to my training facility? Why are there musicians there?" And I went home. I had so much AstroTurf on my shoes and inside my shoes because I had Hey Dudes on, and I had all the AstroTurf from inside.
Oh my gosh! No, it was a great night though. They, it's so hard when a venue isn't a venue. It's a fitness. It's a fitness extravaganza, right? And it's not a music venue. But I will say. I had a fantastic time performing, and the audio crew that came in, the stage was A+, super professional. I mean, just sounded fantastic. Everybody on the tech end was great, and the NAC side too. But it's always so hard when you're not a music venue. So, but to pull off what they did, I think was a pretty big feat, and so it was pretty cool. Definitely one of the fun moments this summer.
Yeah, and it's funny because we got there early. We got there to see you, and then I had walked away to go throw something in the trash, and my wife was talking to someone. Was like, "You need to talk to her," and I'm like, "Who am I talking to?" Like I was gone for a minute. How are you making friends? How are you making friends already?
Hey, listen, everybody there it's always social hour, so
it really was. Like she's like, so we linked up with Deb, who was for her, you were her first interview.
How awesome. How cool. So cool.
And she's like, and obviously,
Deb is a sweetheart. She is so great. She comes down the shore here too. And we met in Nashville. And what's crazy is I met her, oh my gosh, almost 3 years ago now. And And it's crazy. We started talking. She's like, I'm from Newtown. I live in Newtown. I'm like, wait, that's where I grew up basically. She goes, I go down the shore also. I'm like, what the heck? So we actually met a couple times before we even met down up this way. I met her at the ACMs in Texas. She used to live in Fresno where they hold that. And then I met her in Nashville. And but it's so cool. You rarely come across entertainment professionals who are literally from where you're from. So she's great.
Yeah, it's funny because like we're sitting there talking. She's like the first. She's like, that's the first person I interviewed on my podcast. And I said, for me, I was like, he's the first musician I ever interviewed. Like, you know, like I was like, we had that connection. I was like, you know, we interviewed like Phil Andrews. He was on before, old Channel 6 sportscaster. He told us great Gary Papa stories. But you know, I was kind of nervous like when you first came on because I'm like, dude, I like music. I listen to music. I don't know how to interview a musician. So I reached out to the people at 910 Sports Network, where I think you actually ended up being on their thing a couple weeks after us. And I was like, yo, how do I do this? Like, and so they ended up giving like me and Eric like a script. And I'm like, oh, this is great. And
hey,
then,
just treat me like a dude down the street, you know.
That's
basically all I am.
So then I turn around and I'm talking to Deb, and I'm like, you know, I'm talking to him, and like we've had him on. I think this is your fourth time coming on, but I was like, you know, I want to bring him on. I want to promote his music, his upcoming projects, and he just wants to talk Philly sports, which is fine with me. Like we all love Philly sports.
I can't help myself, man.
But I'm like, I want to get this guy his exposure that he deserves. You know, Ring the Bell, great Philly song. Obviously Go Birds. You know, we brought you on. We're going to talk some Dallas. You know, cause big news today. You know, Go Birds, which is, you know, during the season when we make reels, like during the Eagles Dallas game.
You guys have been using the song. I'm so
sure
grateful.
have.
Oh heck yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, we'll start using Ringing the Bell for the Phillies playoff run. You know, you have to cut and tie the music in. And
Absolutely.
Then you just came out with a new song. Your new album released. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for all the kind words, man. I appreciate all the love. You know, as an indie artist, you know, I'll take anything I can get. I mean, every artist should be like that too, but you know, even just coming on tonight and, you know, just chatting, like any way to get yourself out there is always appreciated. And I appreciate you guys giving me an outlet to do that. So, but yeah, this album I just announced, it's coming out September 26th, and it's called Better Down the Shore. And it's basically about how life is better down the shore where I currently am. And it's got 10 songs on the record. And the newest single that just dropped is Feeling It Now.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt you. He just hit his 4th home run.
Are you kidding? I was just trying to pull it up.
What?
It's 18-4.
Hold up. I got to check this out.
I don't mean like his 4th home run.
What? Hold up. He's got to win MVP or something.
There's no way he can't. I mean, he's the obvious Silver Slugger.
He's got 9 RBIs.
That's insane. See, I love it. Real time updates. This is great. The Phillies just commented LOL on Twitter. just the LOL.
Like if you're an MVP voter, which, you know, Chris and I have talked about in the past, I hate writers that make these decisions about the Cy Young, the NL, or the Rookie of the Years, the MVPs, all that kind of stuff. But how can you not put him in every category? Like, he should win the Cy Young at this point. That's how good he's doing. Like, just give him the Cy Young too.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh my god! Now you know what's nuts is, I mean, MLB. Okay, he says he ties an MLB record. What record is that? Is that
probably home runs in a game? Because I don't think anybody's ever done more than 4.
Who was that new rookie in Oakland? That kid?
Oh yeah, he went nuts.
Yeah, him. Did he hit like
He went like he hit 4, but he went 6 for 6 too.
That's great. So he could beat. So that record was just made this year, and he's about to maybe beat that in the same season. Wow, that's crazy stuff. It's time to ring that bell.
Ring that bell. Like I wouldn't be able to keep up with the reels if this was a playoff game.
I know, man. No, this is awesome. It's like it's like an NFL draft right now. Like we're just watching. Like, oh
yeah. So I apologize for the interruption. I want you to go back to talking about your stuff. But holy crap.
That's crazy. I got it on in the living room in the other room, and I just hear my family screaming. So
like it's gonna get to the point where teams just aren't gonna pitch to Kyle. Like you can't.
Maybe instead of maybe there'll be a new rule where you can walk them, but we get a run out of it.
Yeah, the record is 4 home runs in a game. So if he gets one more at bat, which I know it's like what, the 7th inning?
It's
so
the 7th. It's a good chance.
Yeah, that's great.
They're gonna hit him with a pitch.
Yeah.
Is Atlanta just that bad now? I mean,
I think the Phillies are mad. I think they're really upset at themselves because there's no other. You just got embarrassed by the Mets, and then you came out and just dropped 18 runs and 4 home runs by one guy.
Yeah,
like,
that's pretty ballsy.
So before we get to your thing, we got a couple questions for you.
Totally, man.
So
is Holdyn getting involved with the Phillies org? Why is he not promoted every game? Oh, hey, well, I ask myself that every day. I actually DJ 9. Do you guys know DJ 9?
I feel like I heard of him.
He's one of the stadium DJs at the stadium, and I sent him the. Actually, he reached out to me when I first posted about Ring That Bell, and he goes, "Hey, I want to try and get this in rotation." And I think they may have passed on it. I'm not too sure, but I definitely got to hit him up again and say, "Hey, look, we definitely should do something out of this." So I have tried. I've been working hard, but hey, if anybody watching knows somebody, please let me know. I think it's a great. So I mean, I'm biased because I sing it, but and wrote it, but I think. Other than that, I mean, I think it really is like an up tempo, just banger. Like I could hear while they're hitting home. Like it would have been perfect for Schwarber tonight.
Yeah. So whoever's listening and watching, please let me know if that puts him at 49 home runs on the season. So and let me know in the chat. So and then I have this one for you. They were asking you.
How long would you sign Schwarber for? As long as he wants.
I think after tonight,
yeah, I think he.
They went, crap.
I think it's long overdue. I think you just give him a blank check and have a field day. Honestly, I think he's worth it. I mean, yeah, he's a veteran. He's been around a while, but I think he.
It's his leadership.
It's the yeah, and Jerry Jones. Too. I mean, he's just. I don't know. I think he should. I think it would be cool if he retired as a Philly, but I want to hold him as long as we can. I know he loves Cincinnati. He talks about playing for the Reds. Going back to,
but that's where he's from.
Yeah, I mean, it would be cool to end up there. I think, but as somebody a little greedy, I think
300 for 3 years.
300 for 3. Yeah, it's crazy. So I honestly, as long as we can keep them and afford them, I know the Phillies certainly can. So I think he honestly might be more valuable than Harper right now.
He is. He's a guy that you look at and you have to watch his. Now you literally have to watch his every at bat because I think that leadership of Kyle, like I think they were really embarrassed. Like they were really embarrassed, and this is a way you answer. So, but let's get back to your album release.
Here, guys are all good,
and then we'll do a Schwarber watch if it comes up in the 8th inning.
Sounds good, but yeah, no. So I just announced my debut album. It's called Better Down the Shore. And it's 10 songs. It's got Go Birds on there and a bunch more. I'm super, super excited. And it's dropping September 26th. So it's up for pre-order now. You can click the link in my social media and it'll take you to get it early. And it's just it's a culmination of everything I've done up to this point, pretty much. But I'm already working on music after this record too, so I'm excited to even drop that. But it'll be so nice to. I know people don't really buy physical music anymore, but it'd be cool to just have like my own CD to unwrap and like sell. I don't know. I just say like I have a CD collection and vinyl, and so I think
I have it.
As an artist,
I don't have vinyl. I have CD.
yeah. And it's like as an artist, it's cool to just be proud of something you can hold and be like, like this is me.
We were cleaning out
and
cleaning out the garage the other day, and it just came across my book of CDs. I'm like, threw it back in my truck in my SUV, and I'm like, all right. Every once in a while, I'd rip one out. I'm like, I haven't heard this in a while.
That's
like,
awesome.
Oh, wait, I actually listened to this. What was I thinking there? But a few of those. So
yeah, totally.
I know you played the festival up at the NEP. If I'm not mistaken, you played the Barefoot Festival, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
and then you're on tour with somebody, or you're going on tour, right?
Yeah. So this summer's been so busy with festivals and a bunch of shows, acoustic shows. Actually, this Labor Day weekend, I've got 3 tomorrow, 2 in AC and 1 in Wildwood. But yet I had a very, and knock on wood, I'm very blessed. I've had so many opportunities to open up for people this summer too, which as a new artist is definitely a way to get in front of new fans and meet new fans. And so Post Malone was one of them at Citizens Bank Park. I did the travel and tailgate. So Live Nation reached out and said, hey, Holdyn, Post Malone's and his team would love to have you, play his tailgate. And I'm like, there's no way this is real. That's crazy. I'm like, what? He's doing country music now. So he's probably looking around like, oh, out of people in Philly, like who does country music? I mean, there's not many. So I'm like, but that was the coolest thing ever. That was May this year. My 14-year-old is impressive. Oh yeah. Heck yeah. And it's just so awesome. I got to get some Post Malone vinyls too. But I opened for Luke Bryan this summer at the 92.5 XTU anniversary show in Camden. That was a blast. And then, of course, Barefoot and Wildwood and Chris Jansen at the NEP. And it's just been
he's wild, man. That dude just wants to party.
Oh, he whipped out the harmonica too, man. He goes ham. Did you see him at Barefoot at all?
No,
okay, he crushed that too.
Yeah, it's funny because like my niece went down to Barefoot, and I was like if you go to the stage and you see this guy, tell him I said hi. She's like, I'm not going that early, and they're like, and then like we were naming like the people, and like all these people are going like, who's that? Who's that? I'm like what do you mean who's that? Like, how do you not know these country stars? Like. I was like, and this is, and I joke around. I was like, I can't stand teenagers, and I got 2 of them, and they're all, and I'm around them all the time. I can't stand them
unless it's Morgan Wallen or Luke Combs or Megan Maroney, or Jason Aldean. The thing is I love all those artists, and as a new artist, you have to pay your dues, of course, and you have to get there. But I will say, for a 1 o'clock slot or 1:30 slot, whatever we were. We had a couple hundred people show up, which, I mean, for that stage on that day, I think it was the most until late in the afternoon, early evening. And there's artists after me and before, the bigger artists that are on that stage at night. And so that was a huge statement. I think we made a lot of fans proud. So, and everybody showed up. So if you're listening to this and you came, thank you. I have the whole video on YouTube, by the way, if you want to check it out, the whole show.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, it just like you sit there and you talk about when you had to put your dues in, and I remember my wife, I want to say probably like 2008 or 2009, she went to a New Kids on the Block concert,
Huh.
and Lady Gaga opened up for them.
Wow.
Think about that.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's,
I didn't know
like,
she
so-
did that. Wow.
So think about that. Why she was still writing other people's musics.
Mm. And,
Well,
you know, and a lot of artists, and what, especially in country, but in a lot of genres and formats, songwriting is usually a way that a lot of artists get their break, because they're writing so much and they have so much material, not only for themselves, but they get cuts from other people and they network through songwriting. And eventually, you know, Chris Stapleton, for example, he had a long career as a songwriter before he even put out a song. So it's pretty cool. What we got here? What was everyone's first vinyl record there? Well, for me, I'm 27, so it wasn't until a couple years ago I had my first. I'd say,
I couldn't tell you. The first CD I ever bought was Aerosmith. I can tell you that.
man,
I just hold on. I was cleaning out my garage and I pulled out my soundtrack on cassette tape to Cocktail.
See, I don't know. I don't have any vinyl. It was never my thing. If I
never mind.
did, it was probably when I was real little, and it was something stupid like a Disney compilation kind of thing to play on some
I don't remember mine.
little like gimmicky vinyl player, record
That is
player. But
So,
I can tell you,
so
my first
Keith,
cassette was Motley Crue.
I think
So good.
my first cassette was probably Poison.
Wow. Okay. My first
So-
cassette was the Wiggles. I'm not
Dude,
kidding. Either. It was
I
the
feel
Hold
you.
on.
fruit
I don't,
salad,
like-
yummy, you know.
So I do people realize the Wiggles like net worth and like at one point were worth more than the Beatles?
No.
At one point,
Yeah,
their
I
net
know
worth
they
right
had
now
huge-
is
What?
their net
Very
worth right now
huge.
is $50 million, and I don't think they've put anything out since you were a
It's pretty
kid.
damn good for not really being like superstars, but I guess they are superstars. I mean, in a different way, but
Yeah.
wow. I never thought of
So,
that.
what was it like opening up for Post Malone? Like being like, because you were outside the stadium down that street, right?
It was, yeah. So it was on the, trying to think. It was on the third base side, like against like third base left field street. And they closed that whole block down on the left of the, like across from Xfinity Live, that street there against Sisson.
Right.
I forget what it's called, but they closed that down, and it was just a swarm of people just coming in. It was a free tailgate, and man, honestly, the coolest part was honestly pulling into the stadiums in the morning when no one was there, because you're like, oh, like I grew up coming to all the games, and then you're like, wait, I'm here early and I get to go behind these traffic cones and these security guards, and you're like, I never get to do this, you know. And then man, yeah, oh wow. Yep, that's it. And I'll tell you what, yeah, so you can see the link in the back, and then that was the bank on the left, and then we got Reed, that's my drummer. And then yeah, you can see they had a bunch of cool activities and activations there set up for people. And but there were two people that day. It was me and my friend Taylor Holder. He played after me, and it was the coolest thing ever, just because I love Post Malone. Like, I just love him. I've listened to him since I was like freshman year in college. And you know, I think the coolest thing for me was not even honestly the fact that it was Post Malone, but the fact that I could play literally outside the stadiums. Like, I think that was almost cooler than opening for Post Malone, because I'm like, oh wow, let me make all these people proud. And just to know, like, I could stand there like at the stadiums, maybe not inside yet, but I'm outside. You know, you got to hang around the barbershop long enough to get a haircut for free. That's my philosophy. And it was the coolest experience.
So what do you prefer, the festival style, or being inside on a more like a true concert tour style versus the
Yeah,
festival?
man. Well, I love both. The festivals give you the rush. You're in, you're out. It's quick. It's usually big crowds. I love the festivals, but I think there's something to be said for a well manufactured show inside, because you can control the set. You can control. I mean, you can too for a festival, but you're not limited in time. Because they squeeze 50 people in a day. You can actually give the fan. What's cool is you have more freedom and time typically with your own shows to delve into deep cuts and go into sides of you that you don't really have the time for, because the festivals are just a big party, right? And maybe one or two ballads, but everybody's just drunk and wants to have a good time. And but in your shows you do that, but you can also have a little fun and be a little experimental. And I think there's perks to both, but I just love playing, so I'll take anything I can get.
Okay. All right.
Coma Jim, are you out of the coma, man? I got to sing on stage, Mr. Green Jeans during the 08 series. Oh man, how old I was? I must have been 10. Wow, what a legendary year, dude. That was just.
All right. So we have a somewhat mutual friend. Here is.
Yeah, there he is.
Hey, hold on. There's you. There's me and my friend.
Hey, Santa Rick, man.
Good old Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Good,
No,
dude.
dude, that was at C6 last year, and I think they got closed down. I don't know. I don't know what happened. There was a whole bunch of drama with the C6 tailgate, and but I think
they thought so. What they thought was they thought they were charging and everything,
which
because
was bullshit. They definitely
it's E-Rock and all them. Like they E-Rock provides the music. They get the food from Conshohocken Bakery. They get the beer, I think, from Bud Light. Like nothing was paid for.
No.
And they set everything up.
It was horrible, man. Not the tailgate, but the fact that they all thought that was happening. Like it was just so silly. And I know Sean. I love Sean Holdyn. Funny enough, he's got Holdyn too. He reached out to me actually an hour ago. He's like, dude, we got a band. We got a band in the tailgate they're running next week, not C6, but a different one. He's like, dude, you should come on up and sing a couple songs. So I might do that, run it back a bit. But yeah, man, now I'm excited for this year. It's going to be a great year. I just hope we start off with the blowout in Dallas. That'd be.
Yeah, I just so two things. Didn't realize on top of Schwarber's 4 home runs, Harrison Bader with that sexy hair. He's on a cycle alert.
Oh, okay.
But
he's missing one letter to be Barder.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Actually, my one of my college classmates at Lafayette College before I moved to Nashville is his sister. Sarah Bader or Sasha Bader, one of the two. I forget her first name, but she was in my class. Funny enough.
Okay. First and second, 0 outs. Schwarber was due to bat 5th. So as long as there's no double play, he'll bet we have a chance to see it. If we do, I'll cut to the stream. I won't have it on, like I will, but I just that's wild.
This is sticky business. We got to do it.
Like it's yeah, Stoddy, just get hit by a pitch or something. Step into one like Roger Dorn.
Hold up.
Uh-oh.
He's
I got at least turn this on to just have it on the sideline here.
So you have a few events coming up.
Only Philly fans, this is
only Philly fans in the middle of a podcast. Like, all right, listen. When it comes up, we're all gonna watch.
Yeah,
this is what makes Philadelphia fans awesome. I'm the first to rip us. I want to hold them accountable. But like, this is crazy. Like, if he hits a 5th home run, the stadium might implode. Just I'm gonna warn everybody. We might hear an actual earthquake.
What a night to be at the game too. Like tonight's it's like beautiful out, and
All right, Sosa, don't you dare ground into a double play because he might get booed right off.
I'll try to get it on the side here while we're chit chatting, just so I can keep my eyes peeled on.
So
real time updates, people.
So what do you have going on this weekend?
Tomorrow I'm performing. So all my shows Labor Day weekend are 6 to 9 p.m. Tomorrow I'm at where am I? Sirens Bar and Grill in Atlantic City. I've never been there. It's almost in Brigantine. It's like right on the end at the top of the island. And then Saturday I'm at Owen's Pub in Wildwood, North Wildwood on 17th Street, I think. And then I am back in Atlantic City on Labor Day at Margaritaville. So it's all solo acoustic this weekend, and we're just gonna have fun, sell some new merch, and just wrap up the summer. I can't believe we're already.
He got under it. He got under it.
Out to left, Eli White now, and White makes the call.
God, he sucks.
We'll get another round of applause.
Yeah, we should all stand up.
Oh, that would have been nuts. 19.
I don't think there was anybody actually watching that in the stadium. I think everybody had their phones in their faces.
Oh yeah, they were definitely.
They actually saw what happened.
I mean, just to get. I mean, if they can break 20 runs, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
19
is enough. Unless let's hope they can do it again tomorrow. So, what do you? I'm saying I don't know what that means, but hi, Angelo.
What's up, Angelo? How you doing?
No, yeah. So we'll say. So, I heard a rumor that you're going to be in Tampa.
I am going to be in Tampa. That is correct. Are you going to be in Tampa?
I am not going to be in Tampa.
Oh, man. Oh,
yeah, but what? So is this what Philly Sports Trips?
Yeah. So I am performing. Where am I performing? At Glory Days Bar and Grill. It is a Eagles pep rally, and it's going to be Friday the 26th before the game. And then I'm going to try and book a show on the Saturday. And then, so if anybody watching wants to have me play Saturday, I'm going to be in Tampa. And I figured I'm already down there. I'll go to the game on Sunday. So we're going to make it a little Florida vacay / performance weekend. And it'll be a good way to get some cool warm air before it goes away.
Okay. I would say I didn't know if you were traveling with Philly Sports Trips.
No, but I'm definitely going to meet up with them when I'm down there for sure. I gotta hit them up.
Yeah, Philly's. Listen, whoever's listening to Philly Sports Trips is the spot to use if you're ever traveling. A couple weeks ago, myself and Jeremy, we were at Monkey's Uncle with Derek and Janelle.
No kidding.
And we each got a Jordan Spector picture signed by Jordan.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I love Jordan. Jordan is a rock star. I reached out to Jordan actually last year. So that Eagles EP I dropped with Ring That Bell and different versions of Go Birds. It was last December. I was going to have Jordan do the cover art for that, and we were going to have the Philly Fanatic riding on an eagle for the cover, and then it just didn't work out. But what we're going to do is I got to hit him up, and we're going to have Holdyn Barder themed painting, and we're going to sell copies at my shows. And so I'm really excited for that. We talked about that. So I'm really, really excited. And he is so talented. Everything
He's ridiculous.
he does. I just opened my Instagram and I'm like, oh my God, where does he find the time to do it?
Yeah, he's hustling and bustling. He's a good dude. We all, like I said, I have my Saquon from the Eagles, from the Giant City Eagles. Then I got to get a frame for it, but I bought I got the Jalen Hurts one where he's sitting with the trophy. I think you got the Kelsey one, right?
Yeah, I got the Kelsey.
I want to get the Saquon jump.
So that is really cool with the Matrix. So let's segue, as Keith would say, into that with the biggest announcement in the history of the world was Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift getting engaged.
I think the world will be watching this wedding. I'm sure there'll be a live stream or something. There's got to be. I don't know. If they live stream this, they might break the internet.
I can't wait for the best man speech. That's gonna. I can only imagine how great. And I'm assuming it's got to be Jason. It's got to be.
For sure.
Maybe Ed. I'll give him credit. He might have Dad in there, but still, like that when Jason gets up there to speak, oh my God.
It's gonna be.
I want to see the behind the scenes too. I want to see the behind the scenes with Kylie yelling at him to not say certain things.
Yeah, it's gonna be something to remember. You know what? I am so happy for them. I see a lot of hate online of like, oh, they're everywhere. It's too much. I'm like, they're self-made. Like they achieved what they've achieved. Like why are you sitting on your couch eating Cheetos complaining? Like, you know what I mean? Like, combined, they're billionaires. So it's like, they've achieved everything they've done. And I think it's two very successful people that find a lot in common. And I'm very happy for them. Although I've never met either, but maybe one day we will. Maybe I'll write a song with Tay Tay. That'd be pretty cool.
When she announced her album on their podcast, like, you could see how comfortable she was around him. So you 100%. Knew it was something special. Like, that's for two people of that ilk, like, to just be comfortable with each other and be what appears to be themselves, was just awesome.
Super cool. And I heard rumor that, I don't know when, I forget when that podcast dropped, but I saw on TV, I could be wrong, but they got engaged on August 10th, which was actually about 2 weeks before they even announced it. So that was around the time of the podcast. Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
Like, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I'm going to say it, Philadelphia sports fans don't care. Like, we just don't care.
I saw that. That's great, man.
And then New Heights posted the picture, but with Jason in the back after the one game, the Buffalo game, where he's shirtless. Like,
with the beers,
yeah.
Oh man, no, that's so great, man. I love it. It's so good. But yeah, no, I think I'm happy for them, and I think they're at the top of their fields, both of them, and more power.
And you know what? Like, I sit there and like listening to these people complain about seeing Taylor Swift on TV, and I think they did like it's like 33 seconds that you see her during the game that they've added up the time, because, and like, I joke around, but I'm like, it doesn't bother me. I said, you know what? 2 years after the Eagles lost Super Bowl 57 to Super Bowl 58, my daughter, she's 11 now, and she would have been 9 then, but she put on her Brent Selleck jersey, and it was all the new, like the Travis and Tay Tay, and she's a Swiftie. Apparently I'm a Swiftie, which whatever. And then she wrote on the front and on the back, and she was like Jason's brother. Like, she didn't like I'm like, and like stuff like that is cute to me, and it's like you got girls interested in the sport of football, like I said, I don't know, JV. I know your daughter has played flag football. I don't know if she was interested in before that. I don't know, but I know for my girl, like, she paid attention, and like, I know my middle child also paid attention as well, and that's why I always go back to this Super Bowl win, this Super Bowl win, because I was able, right? Well, that, and my kids got to see, like they were really little when they won in 2018. Like, they didn't know. They now they know why Dad is a screaming psycho on Sundays, and like this is bull BS and everything else. And they got to see, and they got to enjoy it with me. Like so it was a little special. Like, this picture right here. This was towards the end. Like. Cool. And Jeremy was there, and that's the girl that's hugging me is my daughter, and the one next to her, that's Jeremy's daughter, and she's holding my daughter. And it was like, that's what made it so special. One, we were all together, and two, the kids were old enough to enjoy it and be like, I want to do this again. I want to go to Frankfurt and Koppman, for that hour and celebrate with everyone, because it was very good at Frankfurt and Koppman, and then it's a 45-minute victory thing, and then it just the aromas just take over, and again. But I always say that is, for me, it like brought my girls into the world of football with Taylor.
I love that.
I'll never be mad at it. I'll never be mad at it. I don't know how that is with you, JV, with your girls.
It's
with your
just,
girl.
I don't know. I've always just looked at it as just fun. No matter who the celebrity is at the game, like all anybody, I don't care. They're there. They're showing that they're still human, and I've always liked that part of it. Like, show that celebrities are humans as well.
Totally.
That just because they became huge, they didn't forget where they came from. And they came from being a fan. They came from little kids.
Came from why I'm missing.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Right.
People talk about it like there's a 0.01% chance to become a professional baseball player. So those guys, I hope they enjoy it while they're there, and remember that one day they were 10 years old, or they were 5 years old in the backyard, learned how to throw the ball for the first time.
I love that.
And somewhere in there that you got really good at it and you enjoy it. And I'm sure like the same thing with you as singing, as it's growing for you. You got to remember back when you were probably just singing in front of mom and dad, and that was it.
Totally, man. Well, this room I'm sitting in, I learned to play guitar in this room, and I still got my guitar sitting right over here. So
and listen,
the habits won't change.
I will say this. Your mom is a very cool person. I got to talk to her for a few minutes.
Oh,
thanks, Chris. And my wife was talking to her because, again, apparently my wife, usually I'm the one who knows everybody, but she was just talking to everybody. And you could tell, like, when you were up by the pool and by the bar playing and like just sitting there and just looking at your mom, and and my wife went up to your mom and she was like, I'm so glad that this happened for you. You can look at your son and you can be proud of him, and know that his dream is coming true. And she's like, I hope I get to feel that for my son, like for my child, not just son. I hope I get to feel that for your child. And you could just tell how much your mother is proud of you. And I think that's just, and she was a cool lady. Like, she was a cool lady. Like, I was talking to her for a few minutes.
Thank you, Chris. Now, well, she might be on here listening, I think. So, but no, thank you. And I'm very blessed. I'm a blessed kid. And, it's, of course, and that's what music's all about, and going back to the whole, the cross-pollination of fans and football and Taylor, and like, it just brings people together. And, music for me, like, if you, that's why I was so excited to play that Post Malone show. Cause like, I was excited to open for Post Malone. Yeah. But I was more excited to play for family and friends and people who really don't get a chance to see me that often in Philly, cause I'm either down here in Nashville or wherever, it was an opportunity for them to be like, oh yeah. And like, that's what pumps me up, is being able to, go in front of my cousins and my buddies and family and be like, yo, look how good we are now. Look how far we've come. So it's so cool, man. And yeah, no, I'm blessed. She's a great mother. I love my mom. And I know she's probably listening right now. And but it's a crazy job, number one, but you just have to keep going at it. Like Gary V, I saw a video earlier, and it's so funny you brought, I don't know if you guys know who Gary V is. He's like a digital marketing expert, but he was actually talking about Travis and Taylor and how the two different worlds, right? The NFL world and the Taylor Swift world. Now there's kind of, 2 + 2 = 10. There's exponential returns and ROI just from that, and I think I kind of see music that way, where, when you combine like the Eagles with country music or whatever, it's like when you just do what you love and not care what people think, like it just only helps people and permeates. And so that, to me, that's what music's all about. Robert Kraft actually says there's nothing like music and sports that bring people together. And I think there's a lot of similarities between the two. And I think it only makes sense that, Travis and Taylor together. And, I think people want to feel something, right? And, in a world that's so broken, I think people long for that, and they look at that as an example and they're like, "Ooh, like, okay, maybe there is hope out there. Maybe it isn't so bad." And, of course, crazy crap happens, but,
Yeah. It's funny.
it's cool.
It's funny you bring up, like, music and sports bring people together, and I tell you, it does, because, and this is crazy, because in 2013, it was Sunday Night Football. The Eagles were playing Dallas. I remember being at a Hooters, and we're sitting there. It's like towards the end of the game that Dallas is driving, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm with my friends, and like the bar's packed, and Brandon Boykin intercepts Kyle Orton to end the game. And I literally jumped into some random dude's arms, like, this is all, like, no idea who he was. But I'm like, it's just how you, it's just what, like, sports brings out the best in people. Like, there's no white, there's no black. You're all sports fans.
And that's what it's all about, man. Like there's so much division that I think like, regardless of what side you're on, if you support Kamala, you support Trump. I mean, I don't care. Like, music, we're all people, right? And it's like, I think music is and sports I think they're the two top number one ways to quickly get people out of their ways of thinking, and just to remind people, like, hey, no, we're all here. We all live in the same place. We all love the same things. We can come together. And I think, music and sports have that power to do that. I think that's why it's so healing. Like, people think we're crazy to be crazy Eagles fans, but there's something to it. It's not just football. It's watching your kid go to the game, or hanging with, quality time with family and friends, or, singing a song, or whatever it is. You're creating memories. I think we're just social people by nature. It's human nature to be social. And so I think that's just how I see it. But, and I want to be the professional party thrower. I want to be the guy that makes that happen for people.
Great party thrower. I got to see Garth Brooks when he came through Philly a few years ago. And, like you were saying, like, you jumped in the arms of a random guy. Friends in Low Places comes on. The entire stadium, I think everybody in the stadium at, Xfinity Mobile, whatever it is now, everybody's arms were around each other, just swaying and singing the worst you could possibly sing, and just loving it when Friends in Low Places was on. It was just the way it was, and it was great. It was a great night. I can't thank my wife enough for getting those tickets for me. And it was, and you're right, music, sports, that's exactly what you do. Even the tragedies that happen on the field, you'll see, so a guy break his leg, everybody drops down to a knee, so that's just the way sports are. It humbles all of us and makes us all realize what's going on. It's life, and we all have those battles to go through. And music will bring a tear to your eye, and sports will bring a tear to your eye, but they'll bring smiles too.
Total. And Garth is, oh my gosh, I saw that same tour in Nashville, and Chris, I don't know if you've seen Garth at all, but no one does it like him. Maybe Taylor tops it, but I mean, I saw her too on that Eras tour, but I mean, very few. Like, I would put maybe him and her there.
I've heard that
touch that category, and it's that's exactly it. Garth is a master, and it's the songwriting too. It's like they're not just bringing people together, but they're talking about it. They're bringing people in, and then they're saying, like, hey, like, I relate to you. Like, this is, I'm just a human, and it's so cool, man. I could go on for hours about it, but
so like, you sit there and you talk about bringing things together. So I'm gonna play this video, because this is like the wording behind it makes it so much better. It equates to music and sports. So give me 1 second. I'm ridiculous. I know
something is such a blessing.
It's ridiculous, but the words behind it is phenomenal.
In a world of so much disagreeing, being a fan lets you be a part of something like-minded. You get to feel together. What a rare thing to feel these days. To be a fan of something is so special, because even if it's silly, it's not, because it means something to you. You love something so much that you learn things about it because you want to, not because you have to. To feel that way about anything is to strike gold. If you can be anything in this life, be a fan of something unapologetically. Write the lyrics on your arms, decorate the walls of your home, wear their name on your jersey, stand in crowds, and scream at the top of your lungs like a little kid. And let it keep you that way forever. Let it keep you young. You don't have to understand why. There doesn't need to be any rhyme or reason outside of joy. Just be a fan and let others be fans, and find something that you lose yourself in, because there's no point to life other than to immerse yourself in all the parts of it that make it worth living. So if you can be anything, be a fan.
I love that, man.
Like, and like I said, I got to celebrate like that run with all my family and my friends or acquaintances, as we always joke around. But like, and it was like, it was like, I'm getting a little emotional because of like that. Like I said, that meant so much to me because it was different. But it was like I got to, spend it with my friends, and we all got to celebrate together. We didn't leave a house angry as shit because of a terrible holding call.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just wondering where you got those dance moves, man.
Listen, I'm going to tell you
around there too.
So, funny story. That was the NFC Championship game. So I walk into my friend Kenny's house, and he's like, "All right, you got to do a shot." Okay, like whatever. I'm like, "What am I doing a shot up?" He's like, "Ruppelmans." I'm 47 years old. I haven't done a shot of Ruppelmans in 26 years. Sure. Half a bottle later, Coronas, garage beers. I remember the game. I don't remember the second game. Like there's pictures of me that, like, my wife's like, Melissa, she's like, "We got to go. Like, this is too much. Like you got to go."
The world can never see these. Yeah.
No. So, but yeah, like it was, and it was like, and like I said, like I didn't know I was being filmed. So, but I also know how ridiculous I can get for my Eagles. And I'm like that with all my teams, but like it's the Eagles and affiliates for me. And for people to see that is me. That is not me being fake. That is not me doing it. It is just that is me. And I'm gonna be like that on Thursday night next week if I'm at the game or if I'm at my house. But I want a prediction. What do you think happens?
Well, Parsons is gone. So,
listen, so what do you think about that? Let's go with that. Let's go crazy. Let's end the show on the Eagles predictions, the Parsons trade, the Eagles prediction for the game, and any other upcoming projects you have for the rest of the year.
I don't know what's up with Jerry Jones. Did you see
it's the gift that keeps on giving?
Like, we gotta focus on stopping the run. That's what he said in the press conference. Like, dude,
so you trade your best defensive player? All right.
Oh yeah. So I don't even know, dude. But I'll take it. You know what? I'll take it and run with it. And I'm happy for him too. I'm happy for Parsons because who the hell would want to play in Dallas right now? At least he somewhat has somewhat of a team going on. There's some hope, maybe.
Yeah.
But
we're friends with Micah's brother Terrence, and I've been going back and forth with him. And I'm like, "What is going on?" He's like,
"Come to Philly, man. Come on."
he's like that would be crazy, but he's like man, he's like it's not looking good. I was like, oh man, I'm like, just pay the man. And here's the thing, it was a 5-year deal. The agent wanted 4 years because in the NFL you don't do 5-year deals because you want to get that second big contract. Because he would be 30 at that time and he would have another deal. Listen, we all know the NFL means not for long, so there's always that one big thing. But like Jerry, you didn't budge on 1 year and you lost a generational talent. Jerry, you were the gift that keeps on giving. Please. Like, I love you.
I feel bad for them though. I mean, I kind of don't, but
my two Dallas friends are in their feelings. I turned around and I texted them. I'm like, imagine this. Dallas, Green Bay divisional round to go to the NFC Championship game to play Philadelphia, and Micah Parsons strip sacks Dak to end the game. They responded back with LOL. The Cowboys ain't making the playoffs.
No, they'll break.
They are not handling them well. They're like, football's canceled.
Yeah,
Like
it's so
they're
sad, man. But it's great as an Eagles fan. I'll tell you, I think who we need to watch out for is not Dallas on week 1, but Washington. They're looking pretty good. I know Debo's kind of hit or miss, but I think Jaden Daniels is really talented. I mean, hell, they made it to. I mean, they almost beat us.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
they're definitely up and coming.
man.
I think they're even a little bit ahead of what they thought they would be at. Like I think they're like a year ahead of where they thought, which is not really a bad thing. But the way they're going and they're growing and making some good moves to help really improve that team.
They're doing it, man.
They're a force over the next couple of years to watch.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to be the next at least competitive contenders that we'll have. But we'll still be on top. I think honestly, look, I mean, I could probably already predict the end of the season. I think it's going to be Philly, Detroit, Buffalo, and I said Baltimore. I think it's going to be a tight one. I think the Eagles would beat the Lions in the NFC Championship, and then Kansas City. I think they're washed. I think they're done. So we'll see. Oh yeah. Oh, there's the Facebook.
yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
So let's talk your upcoming projects.
Totally. The one you had before the first one, that was the cover of the new album. Yeah, there you go, man. So that's the album cover, Better Down the Shore. We shot that in Stone Harbor. Actually, the photographers who did that, Matt and Chris Bayer, they're local to Philly, and they came down. I met them in Stone Harbor at one of my shows. Excuse me. And so it only felt right to have, local dudes come and take the shot. And look how good that shot is. They're so talented. And my teeth are definitely white, and I'm a little tan there, but it's
that's definitely an end of the season Shore shot.
End of the season. That's right. And so, this body of work, like I said, it's my first album ever, and it's coming out September 26th. And you can pre-order it now on Spotify, wherever. Just click the link in my profile. And but I'm so proud of this. And honestly, it makes me proud looking back. I rarely look back. I'm always looking forward, at goals and what I want to achieve. And, to take a second moment in time to just reflect on all the songs I've done and, to have them all in a project, that I'm very proud of, just not only sonically, but just for the season of life I'm in is really cool to be able to just hand to people and be like, hey, this is me. Hope you love it. And hopefully it gets me a good recording contract so we can scale it and sell out the link.
There you go.
So I have one more question. Have Holdyn Barder and Mike Trout ever been in the same room?
No, but I've heard we're like twins basically, which is hilarious. Like the one video I posted, what was it? It was the Eagles. It was the first video I ever posted for Go Birds on Instagram. It went mega. It's the only reason I'm where I'm at right now. Go Birds. It hit like 1 million views on Instagram, and
Jesus,
all the comments. Yeah, in like 3 days, and all the comments were like, "Is this Mike Trout? When did Mike Trout learn to sing?" It was funny, but yeah, so I'm gonna have to meet him some point. He should come to Philly. He should retire in Philly. Actually, that'd be pretty cool.
Hey, it wouldn't hurt that outfield.
Yeah,
I always use the extra help.
Yeah, but no, I'm just so proud of this, and I'm really excited for you guys to hear it too. It's gonna be great. There's some new ones on there too. I haven't really teased yet that I just love so much, and it's already getting buzz, and I haven't even put anything out yet. So it's pretty cool.
I'll have to look it up and get it. Like I said, I listen to I like Stone Harbor.
Thanks.
I like Go Birds. That's my youngest. She's hopping in.
Hey, what up?
It's okay.
Yeah, and there's a song on there that I wrote my buddy Kenny and Al called Jersey Shore also that I'm putting out. And it's basically about finding a country girl down the shore, and you're like, what the hell are you doing from around here? And you kind of show her around, and maybe she stayed too long after Barefoot Fest or something. I don't know, but you show her around, so I'm proud of that song. And but there's so many on there. There's a song I already put it out as a single, but the 5th track on the record is called "Through It All," and it's a song about my mom and dad I love so much. And so it's just a very well-rounded, just kind of picture of who I am. And I haven't really had that yet. So
yeah, I think me and Derek were talking about that song because I think, is that the one that got really personal with you?
Oh yeah, that was like super
Yeah.
personal. It was about my mom and dad going through divorce, and honestly, they're best friends now. They get along. My stepmom and mom get their hair done all the time, and but we wanted to dramatize the music video. I also wrote that song with 2 other friends of mine who also had divorced parents, and so we're like, how do we best portray the situation? And Ben, my videographer, he's just so good. He put together a music video. If you haven't watched it yet, go check it out, guys. It's called "Through It All." It's on my YouTube. It's remarkable. I can't believe I put it out. it's so good. But yeah, that was a personal song. But we got some up-tempo bangers on here too. I got a song called "Crank That" I teased once on Instagram, but that's a fun club one. That's gonna get the booty shaking, I'm sure. So yeah, it's going to be good, man. I'm really excited. But like I said, this is just kind of like a snapshot in time of, where I'm at right now and what I've done up to this point. But after this, I'm already working on more songs, and I'm excited for what's to come after this record too. And there's my website.
Yep.
I'll say I do kind of like
feeling it now, right? That's your new song.
The feel.
Yes.
The feel of the country, of the music being Southeast PA / to the Jersey, all the way down to the Jersey Shore, where there's so much of country music, and I've listened my whole life to country music, it's more about the backwoods of Alabama, Texas, Mississippi, like that kind of a feel. And it's all the stuff that it's really hard to relate to unless you're from those areas. And excuse me, up in upstate PA, the woods of Pennsylvania, you kind of get some of those feelings, but still not the same. At least this has that feel of what we go through from Philly to the shore. So
thanks so much.
I like that feel better.
Thank you. Well, that's exactly what I'm going for, because it's like, you see so many albums that are just the same, right? And I think sonically, like, I grew up listening to all sorts of records. I think country records from George Strait to Luke Bryan to Alabama. Like, there's just something nostalgic for each artist, and every artist is unique, and every artist has a story and a thing that sets them apart. And you don't see Philly and Jersey and country music ever. And that's who I am. I can't fake that, right? And so I think, like, as a singer, I have to represent that. Like, who am I? And people, Luke Bryan came up here for Barefoot last year, and on stage, he was like, y'all never told me about this beautiful Ferris wheel and roller coaster. I could have took my kids here all, forever. And, it's like a hidden gem, and no one really knows. So I'm excited to really make, home proud, and, show Nashville and the world, like, hey, like, this is a hot spot. Taylor Swift grew up here. We got so many great things. We got the Eagles.
She sung the national anthem at the World Series.
Yeah,
2008.
Yeah,
and
so
you
never
and
know.
she, and like I always sit there and say, my wife's second favorite artist is now you. Her first one will always be Vince Gill. She loves Vince Gill.
Oh, tell her that 2 nights ago I saw a songwriter, I forget his name, but it was a songwriter charity night in Nashville to raise money for the Texas floods. It was a Texas Country Music Hall of Fame writers round. And the guy sang "One More Last Chance." He wrote that for Vince. One more last chance. Anyway, but I got to hear him sing it the other night, and it was probably the coolest thing I've ever seen. So you got to, I'll text you the writer's name. I'm sure there's a video on YouTube, but it was just beautiful. I have a video on my phone, actually. I'll send you. You can show it. So cool. So cool. I love Vince Gill so much.
Yeah, it's her. I mean, for me, I got into country music because of Kenny Chesney. Like he performed on Wildwood's Beach in whatever year, 2011, and I was just hooked from there on. Like
So cool.
Yeah.
And from 2011, you started seeing Chris's sleeves go up a little bit. They're all the way up to his shoulders now.
So like,
We're still waiting for the skull ring to
slowly
be.
started going this way. Just
Yep.
slowly.
Yeah. So it's funny.
Skull ring on the back of his jeans is coming soon too.
So it's funny because I wear the last couple times like towards the end of the spring or towards the beginning of spring, I would show up at my daughter's volleyball game in jeans, a tank top because I wear them underneath my work shirts, my hat on like this, and I have on UGG boots. And Jeremy, who's from the Hickville, we make fun of him because he's from Hickville. He's like, "You're more country than me right now. You look more hick than anybody I've ever seen, and you're from Northeast Philly."
Yeah.
Dude, listen, there's going to be a takeover. The South will rise again. No, I'm kidding. No,
So,
but
listen,
Philly's country now, so I don't know. Watch out.
oh, it really, like I said, it really is.
The boots
But
are coming out.
congratulations to you. Congratulations to your new album that's coming out. That's out.
Thank you, gentlemen.
The links will be posted up on our Facebook page. I will cut some clips from here. We didn't do a Wawa story, but we know you love Wawa.
Hey, actually,
Sheets
that's
is
a great
moving in.
idea. I should go over there pretty soon and get a late night hoagie or something.
Now you're down the shore, right?
Oh yeah, I'm down. I live
Yeah.
4 blocks away from a Wawa, so I just walk down and they're open 24/7. So I'll just nothing better than just like a pretzel and a hoagie at like 2 a.m. Man, it's just
My
awesome.
God, dude, dear Lord.
But if I'm doing like late night songwriting sessions or playing with the band, like the craziest thing is like at Barefoot, because they don't get Wawa often, so it's the cheapest. I mean, we're band guys, so of course we're all on a budget, right? And like every night we're like, where do we want to go eat? After the show, we're like, well, I always say Wawa. I'm like, here's Wawa, and they're like, all right, they give in, they cave in because it's the cheapest thing, and it gets kind of great. So I think they can't help it. But
Yeah, it's by next year you'll have it in Nashville.
I'm so excited. I think they already broke ground too. So my wallet's not going to like me, but I'll like Wawa.
just make sure you download the app so you can get your free stuff.
Yes, get the points.
Dude, I'm already beat you to it. I want to show you how many points I got. Hold on. Here we go. Wawa. This is embarrassing. 7,000.
Dude, do you not use them? Like,
well,
my wife, you're a hoarder of the points.
1,000. Okay. So I use them, but
and that's because I used it to get gassed for the other day.
I use them up here, but I've been in Nashville the last 4 weeks, so I go so often that I accumulate that much. It's not a set.
They're a little over 1,700.
There we go.
So.
Yeah.
All right, I'm clipping this tomorrow, and I'm tagging Wawa. They need to make the Northeast Philly pod, or they need to make the Broken Bell Network Wawa ambassadors.
There we go. There we go. We'll make it happen.
So, all right, Holdyn. Well, thanks for joining us. Guys, check him out. He's going to be in Tampa, September 26th. My wife just texted me. She's like, "Oh, no, we're not going to Tampa." Like, you're not going. If I'm going to Tampa, it's because I'm going by But September 26th, this weekend, you're down the shore. You're at Owen's Pub, which is a great bar in Wildwood. I've been there a few times. And then you're in Atlantic City, you said?
Yeah, on Monday, Margaritaville.
Margaritaville.
Nice.
And then you have anything? Are you and Kenny doing? Or is that the next year? You and Kenny are playing.
We have one show booked together for April 11th in San Diego. Actually, funny enough,
road trip.
And that's going to be at the 710 Beach Club. It's a whole beach bar on the ocean. So that should be pretty cool. So that's April 11th. And actually, this November, I think it's November 21st, Hard Rock Casino in Atlantic City is doing a Garden State Live show. And basically, it features local talent. And so it's going to be me, Kenny, and my friend Megan Knight. And it's going to be 3 of us, full band with each of our bands, full ticketed show in the Soundwaves Arena at Hard Rock in November.
Was Megan at the NEC?
She was, yes.
Was she the one who was playing before you?
Yes, that's her.
Yeah, she was good. She was a good singer.
She's awesome. So it'll be me, Kenny, and her, and yeah, we're all gonna rock and roll. It's gonna be fun, man. So that's in November too. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff. And actually, while we were on the phone, I got a text that there's a venue in San Francisco that wants to have me. So pretty cool.
Nice.
Maybe
Breaking news.
Maybe. Oh wait, no, that was 2 years ago. Levi Stadium. Never mind.
Hey,
the Super Bowl.
One day we'll make it happen.
So real quick, do you think Taylor does the halftime show?
There were too many sourdough references, so I think.
How do you get sourdough as a mascot? First off, but yeah,
I've never understood that. But yeah, but she hinted at it way too much. So I don't know. I've never seen
that
that much.
The city on her tour, the number it was like it was ridiculous.
Oh, the city on the tour. I didn't see that.
Yeah, like so.
You're more of a Swiftie than I am.
On her tour. No, it's my wife. By the way,
yeah.
By the way, the Marlins beat the Mets. So the
good.
Phillies have a 5-game lead. So she mentioned
mentioned
like the 34th city, and the 34th city in her tour was San Francisco. Or is that where it's at this year? San Fran?
Yeah.
It was that. So maybe you can stand up next to Kendrick Lamar and do a little.
That'd be pretty cool.
But
yeah. I know the Eagles are gonna be in the Super Bowl the next 5 years, so we got time to plan this stuff. I mean,
I love it. I absolutely you and Bradley Cooper can start the Eagles chant.
There we go, man. Awesome.
Well, Holdyn, thanks for joining the show. Like I said,
guys.
you got his websites up there. We'll post his album up on the pages as well. Make sure you go to holdynbarder.com. Click on the link to get his new album, Down the Shore. And that's it. Anything else, Jeremy, you want to take us out with?
Nothing else I can think of. Thanks again, Holdyn. And check out all the shows on the Broken Belt Network. Next week, we got Philly and Hall of Fame Club will be back next week talking the Phils and the Birds. So
yeah,
we got to get you. We got to get you. We got to get you to do a Flyers song because we have a Flyers podcast starting in 2 weeks. So you need to do a Flyers song.
People have been messaging me to get that going, so we might have to.
So, all right, guys, thanks for joining us. We had a pretty decent crowd to everybody tonight. We had Coma Jim checking in. So we appreciate everybody joining in, and till next time, and we'll definitely have you back on. So.
Thank you guys so much. It's always a pleasure. And go Birds and go Phils.
Go Birds, go Phils.
Go Birds, go Phils.
Heck yeah.
The Philadelphia Phillies are